Hey guys, how's it going? Toby here, welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel, and today we have got an expensive squad builder for once. This one's about 500,000 coins in the 4-3-2-1 formation, featuring Neymar and Lewandowski in a really awesome hybrid in my opinion. I thought it was about time that I start using some more expensive players since I've done so many cheap teams. So if you have any fairly expensive players that you think I should use, let me know in the comments section. That'd be absolutely brilliant. I want to know your recommendations, and we can do some more squad builders and maybe even some player reviews if I fancy. So if you want to get some coins, check the link in the description for the fifashop.co.uk, a fantastic service that is fully automated on both consoles, and we do have a discount code to get you 10% off at the checkout, which is Toby10. Or if PSN codes and Microsoft points are more your sort of thing, check the link in the description for the place that I get mine from, which is g2a.com, and we have a discount code with those guys as well called TBY3. Let's talk about this team. So the squad itself is a very interesting hybrid in my opinion. I think it's really cool, and it's so competitive, and it's nice to actually be using some of the expensive players. Usually I'm one for the cheap players. I'm an advocate for those, and I think they're really good, and I always try and get the most out of a player. And when a player is so expensive, I always question if they're actually worth it, and that's exactly what I want to do today. I want to tell you guys if this team is actually worth the coins that you pay for it, because 500k, you know, that's not cheap. That is a very expensive team for a lot of people. So I want to make sure I let you guys know if these players are actually worthwhile and if you should pick it up, because I don't usually do expensive teams. I'm going to try and do some more when I can, mix them in with some cheap teams, and maybe try and find like cheap alternatives to expensive teams in maybe the same video if that's something you guys would like. But this team is building up nicely. We've got Khedira as our holding centre mid. I've used him before and he's superb. He's absolutely brilliant. A very good holding centre mid and a great ball winner. But he's also very decent at just playing the ball about. He's very strong, he's very physical, he's got great work rates, he's tall, he's pretty much everything you want in a centre mid in this formation, in that position. And we've got Lahm next to him, and I've never used Lahm before in this game. Didn't know what to expect because he's 5'7", high work rates, he hasn't got the best physical stats, but he was unbelievable. He was just everywhere. Really enjoyable to use. Great at defending. Fantastic tackling. Like, I get really annoyed with some players because they go in for challenges. It looks like it's going to be a great tackle, and then it's really flimsy, and they get the ball back, and that annoys me. That annoys me a lot. And I actually thought it was down to FIFA, but that never happened with this team. And I was like, oh, maybe it's just the case that I've never had someone that was amazing at defending. We've got Neymar on the left-hand side, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skills, 90 pace, 80 shooting, and 92 dribbling. This guy can change directions so damn quick. It's great. It is really cool. I've never used a player that can change directions like that other than Messi, but he was really good. We've got Lewandowski as our striker, paid 84,000 coins for him. 6 foot tall, high attacking work rate, exactly what I want in a striker, and 4-star skills, 81 pace, 84 shooting. He's also got decent passing, which is really good, and he was so good. Very nice physical stats, burn through defenders, and this team was just a joy to use. It was so fun. It was so refreshing to use some expensive players, and it really did bring it back to life for me. Like, I've been getting a little bit bored of FIFA because I've used the majority of the phenomenal cheap players, like the Jackson Martinez's, Quaresma's. You've got, say, Ibabo and players like that, the ones that are really good, and I've used a lot of them. And I kind of got bored of those sort of players, and Lewandowski, I've never used a striker like him on this game. I'm going to have to try out some players like Diego Costa and maybe Rooney and see if they're similar, because I absolutely love like the bulky strikers around about 80 odd pace. I really enjoy them, and Iniesta was actually a really influential player in this team. Like, the passing was great, his dribbling was really good, he just got into some great positions, and Neymar has to be my favourite player in this team. Like, he was just fun. Like, he was really fun. Like, I haven't had a 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill player since Chikawi, and Jikawi's a very difficult player to get into a team, whereas Neymar, there are so many possibilities you can make around him with hybrids, and that was a very, very dodgy goal. That's Laurie for you, in my opinion. I absolutely hate him on FIFAs. But this team was great. 9.8 is what I'm giving it. The only downside, really, that I can think of was that your centre-back, Thiago Silva and Castan, they're not the tallest. They are 6 foot tall, and sometimes you do get out-bullied when it comes to corners and just generally crosses. So that was the only downside. That only happened once, though, so I didn't really see it as a massive problem, and that was against an opponent that literally crossed all game. I would say he had about 15 crosses. Bad on my part. Should have closed them down more, but only one of them went in the back of the net. So 9.8 under 500k. It's a really fun team. If you like your skills, you like your bulky strikers, this team is definitely for you. Is it worth your money? I'd say yes. I actually cannot believe I'm saying that, but Neymar and Lewandowski are just a completely different class. You have to pay decent money for them because they're just worth that amount of money. Thoroughly recommend it. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, leave a like and subscribe for some more for myself. But take care, guys. Have an amazing day and goodbye.